This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is a violation of the law.
Cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign, they are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
To the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barn.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Good evening and welcome to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network radio style broadcast of the Grinnell Sub-State Baseball versus Perry tonight. Myself, Dan Walker, and my broadcast partner, Dave Van Kroppenol, is joining me in the booth here live from TT Carani Field. We're doing this a little bit different than we've done in the past due to streaming costs that the Iowa Boys Athletic Union puts out there. So it will be on our brand new radio network, and we're also streaming it via the YouTube. So a little bit different look. So you're going to be able to see the scores. You're going to be able to see who's at bat, and you're going to be able to see, you know, what's the running score throughout the whole 7 innings. And, you know, maybe we get lucky on the side of the Grinnell Tigers, we won't go 7 innings. That even, or be better yet. But tonight's going to be a great night. You know, we're coming off of a really good year that the Tigers had with a young squad. We have some seasoned veterans stuck in different places that have helped out a lot. We've seen some really good baseball throughout the year, and I think that it's going to be a good night. And just before we get to that, let's give a shout out to our sponsors that you guys heard prior to Poly Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, West Finch Auto Plaza, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, Latitude Signage and Design, Proline Building Company, Mayflower Community, the Booster Club, Dairy Barn. Also, for those that are watching us on YouTube, our scoreboard is brought to us by Kurt's Collision Center. Our strikeouts will still be brought to us by Michelle's Dance Academy. Our foul balls are brought to us by Cirques Financial Center. And our innings, as always, are brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm. And a special shout out to those business cards that are scrolling up in our top right-hand corner of our YouTube page. Add in their Turnkey Realty and Grinnell Firestone. Without you guys, we cannot make this broadcast possible of what we're doing. And, tonight is just a funding thing, and it's kind of tough to raise $400 in 2 days. So that's where we're at right now. But, Dave, it's hot, steamy out there a little bit. We do have a little bit cloud cover giving us a benefit tonight, but what do you think we're going to expect out of tonight?
Yeah, I was going to say this is going to be a good one. We've got Perry Blue Jays coming into town out of the Heart of Iowa Conference. They're 11-17 overall, 6-8 in the conference. About the middle of the pack. We come in at 25-11 overall, 16-6 in the conference. WAMAC West champs. On paper, we seem to have the edge, but as Blake and Chris pointed out last night in the girls' game, it all starts over in the playoffs.
Yeah, unfortunately, every time we do this, we come to the end of the season, you never know what's going to be thrown at you. And just like we saw in the baseball game the other night against Sadell, a very strong pitching team, and then Sadell goes down to, I don't know if they went to Pella or Pella went up there, and they turn around and beat Pella last night or the night before. So, how do you throw a card at what's going to be happening out there? But that's kind of the tag that's thrown out to us. But
why
don't we go ahead and we'll hit our starting lineups, Dave? You want to go through those?
Yeah, so let's start with the Perry Blue Jays first. Number 11, Garen Kinney, playing center field, batting first. Number 3, Drake Levan, shortstop, batting second. Number 23, Owen Myers is on the bump for him, batting third. Number 17, Kane Kilmer, the catcher, batting in the fourth position. Number 5, Kalen Davis, the first baseman, batting fifth. Number 7, Reed Iben, the third baseman, batting sixth. Number 20, Mason Hayes, the right fielder, batting seventh. Number 1, Egan Lieber, our second baseman, batting eighth. Number 12, Wyatt Belgard, our left fielder. Hitting for Wyatt is number 52, the DH, Juan Diego Biedo. Let's pause for the national anthem.
Back and hit the
Want me to do Tigers, Dan?
Yep, go ahead, hit the Tiger lineup.
Are you ready? Number 7, Brady Kaufman, the first baseman, batting first. Number 3, Cole Blackford, our pitcher on the bump tonight, batting second. Number 1, Brooks Vosberg, shortstop, batting third. Number 12, Derek Doty, our right fielder, batting fourth. Number 17, Carson Penich, our center fielder, batting fifth. Number 2, Quentin Niffen, the third baseman, batting sixth. Number 4, Kennedy Harms. Oh, I'm sorry, not Kennedy, Camden Harms. I was watching Big Sis play softball yesterday when they got the win. Yeah, Camden Harms, our second baseman, playing second. Batting for Camden is Kane Pavey, number 8, our DH. In the 7th spot, number 11, Easton Edelin, left fielder, batting 8th. And last but not least, number 10, Eddie Harsheim, the catcher, batting 9th.
All right, let's get this thing ready to get going. Cole's on the bump, getting warmed up.
Kind of a familiar lineup for folks that have been paying attention this year. When Cole comes in from short to pitch, Brooks slides over from second to short, and then Harms comes in at second usually.
All right, for the ones in radio land, a little bit of different here. Wind up, right down the middle. High pop up right. Shortstop steps up. Brooks Rosberg, nice catch. First out of the night.
Brings to the plate to shortstop number 3.
One pitch, one out. That's what you like to see. Nice start.
Hey, come get him. Ball forward. Nice little wrap out to right field there. Doty steps up, makes the catch. Quick, 2 outs.
Number 23, Owen Myers.
Trying to get things going here. Let me.
Got Owen Myers, number 23, the pitcher, stepping in here while you get the tech going. First pitch in there for a strike. This number 3 for the Blue Jays, this Owen Myers, he's their best pitcher and their best hitter. One, two's the count. Got him. Struck him out.
Nice Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout.
3 up, 3 down.
Takes us into the next inning, and we'll be right back with our sponsors.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
All right, welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Streaming to you live on YouTube and the radio network, which is just brand new out there for those people that were picking up the stream when we threw it out there earlier this afternoon. So what we're going to do in an absence of KGRN, we went ahead and started our own radio network for broadcast. So that's where we could pick it up. Tonight we're just having to do it on a YouTube also, so you get the full effect, a little bit of scorekeeping going along with it. Brady Kaufman, batter number 1, steps up to the box. Pitcher on the mound, Owen Myers.
Yeah, Owen Myers, ERA of 1.57, leads Perry in ERA.
Low inside in the dirt.
And Brady Kaufman leads the team in RBIs with 28. And
Nice little rip down between second base and first base. He's on. Brady Kaufman, first one on.
a 396 batting average, which will be higher now after that one. He's flirting with that 400 batting average. Hopefully he can get her done.
Next up, Cole Blackford steps into the box. Right-handed batter, senior. Switch over on the throw back to first base. Brady is safe as he got back to the first. Myers settles in, keeps looking over his shoulder, trying to catch that out. Nice pitch, high, right down the center for the ball number 1. Kaufman still gives it a nice little lead off first base. Myers taking that look there, trying to figure it. As he throws right back, Kaufman's safe.
Yeah, nothing too crazy over there.
2 hands in. I have to kind of lean ahead so I can see what's going on over there. Myers settles in for the pitch. Outside. Ball 2. It's always interesting when you got a pitcher that knows that Grinnell's a stealing team. He keeps looking over their shoulder as he throws the look to his right now. Pitch. Inside high. Ball 3. A little bit of wind out of the south, kind of going left to right in the Fowler field here. Last pitch in, outside, ball. He's going to walk him.
Walked him.
Blackford advances to first base. Brady Kaufman advances to second base. Let's see what Meyer has at hand here as he has to watch a couple lead-offs. Kaufman and Blackford both known to put a little speed to it, steal.
A little trouble early here for Myers.
Vosberg, nice wrap right down the third base field line. Foul ball. The foul ball is brought to us by Cirques Financial.
Yeah, a little curveball that hung up there, and Brooks turned on it.
So we started off 1 strike, no balls. Vosberg settles back in. Myers thinks about throwing back to second base. Both Kaufman and Blackford have a nice lead off. Challenging this Myers pitcher right down the center. Nice bunt laid up. Myers has to take a think there. He throws out. Fielder's choice, first base. Blackford and Kaufman advance to second and third.
Great job by Brooks there to get that bunt down, do his job, move the runners over. Great sack bunt.
Sacrificed by Brooks Vosberg. Next up, Derek Doty, number 12, right fielder. Blackford and Kaufman set on third, both set with the lead. Myers pitch outside. Doty takes a strong look and says, I think I'll let it pass.
Doty, our hits leader, 44 of them on the season so far.
Myers sets in. Nice strike right down the middle. I think there's going to be a call to strike, whether he did a swing or not. So strike 1 for Derek Doty. Winds up, back down the center. Nice pop up over first base, foul line, and it's going to be caught for an out.
First baseman did a nice job of tracking that. Juan Diego Viedo did a nice job tracking that and came down with it. Runners held.
Center fielder Carson Pinich steps into the box. Carson's had a good year on the mound this year, plus out center field. Myers right down the middle for strike number 1.
Yeah, Penn leading the team in strikeouts for the Tigers with 62 on the season so far.
Ooh, inside. Pinich had to pull out a little bit. High up there. Ball number 1. Myers rolls in. High again, right down the top. Ball 2. Tiger dugouts giving Meyer a little bit of grief on that one. 2-1 pitch. Another one inside. Did a tip on that?
That's what they're calling, Dan.
Tipped off a finished bat as he stood there. I didn't see a swing, except for maybe stepping out of the box. 2-2 is the count. Deuces roll as Myers runs in there. Dropping ball, didn't get the strike. Hump shaking his head, says, I don't think so tonight.
Myers has got a lot of movement on that pitch so far early.
3-2. It's in there, nice smack at it by right down the left or third base line. Runner scores in. Single for Pinich. RBI. Advances Blackford to third base. Carson stays on first base. Quentin Niffen up to the bat.
That was a nice little chopper, just stayed fair. Koff scores, Penn safe at 1.
Carson Pinich off, makes third base steal. No contest by Perry on that. They just let him roll. So runners on second and third. Myers settles in for the pitch. Right down the center, strike. Swinging strike.
Big rip by Niffen on that one.
So Niffen sits 1-1. Second pitch in there, strike.
Yeah, Quentin's batting .319 on the season with a .464 slug, and I think the stat that I enjoyed most was the .505 OBP, which means basically half the time he's getting on somehow, some way.
Myers really wanted that one. He put some extra into it. He's sitting at 2 balls, 2 strikes. He was just outside on that one. Pitches up. He pitches it right down the center. Niffen gets a hold of it. It's going to be a high flyer to center field. Center field steps under it. Batter's out.
22 pitches.
Myers sitting at 22 pitches as we advance into the middle or the top of the second inning. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Dave Van Compernal, Dan Walker in the booth tonight. Not your typical guys we see here, but you know what? I'm the boss, and I can do what I want, and I can choose who I want to sit beside me. And by the way, when everyone else is on vacation, this is what you get. So, hey, you know what? This is it's fun to do this, especially in a radio mode. We're not used to talking all the time. We're kind of let the video do its job for us. So giving a little bit of extra input and description is kind of fun. So here we go into the top second inning. Our innings are brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm. Cole Blackford on the bump. First pitch is low and away to the outside. Kane Kilmer at bat takes the second pitch for a strike as he's swinging low at it. Here comes the pitch. High down the center. Cole got a little bit of shake on the head on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike as he's trying to settle in this second inning. Kilmer sets in. Strike 2.
Nice pitch there by Cole.
Swinging a little bit. Cole just kind of hooked it a little bit to the outside and made the batter chase it, and Kilmer did. Strike 3.
There you go, Cole. Nice pitch.
For Michelle's Dance Academy. Kilmer's going to go take a seat. Next up the bat for the Perry Blue Jays, Kaylin Davis. Up and outside for ball 1. Kalen sits in there. Here comes the pitch. Again, right up on that outside corner for ball number 2. Here comes the pitch for strike 1.
Yeah, I misspoke earlier, Dan. A quick correction, if you'll allow me.
Yep.
Kane Kilmer, or Kalen Davis was our first baseman that caught that.
Nice hit off the end of the bat. It's going to run down the third base line out to foul ball. And our foul balls are brought to you by Cirques Financial Center.
Yeah, Kalen Davis is Perry's first baseman who caught that foul ball. I think I called Juan Diego Biedo, who's the DH. So I apologize for that.
Here comes the pitch. Nice rip right off the side of the pitcher's mound. Picked up by our second baseman, and he's out at first base.
Nice job by Camden there to track it and get it to Koff for 1.
First out of the night for Cole. Sets him, or actually the first out of the second inning. Second out of the second inning.
I'll
get that down there. I'll have to give this mic up and let Brady Greif come in here and take over for me.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
First pitch to Reed. Is it Eben?
Reed Iben. Reed Iben, the Perry third baseman, number 7.
Goes in there as a ball. Here comes the second pitch. Outside to the right-hand side there for ball 2. Ivan settles in, middle of the box, right down the center. Popped it off. Strike 1.
Looks like it bounced off the plate or a foot or something. It kind of came off there.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he might have ticked it as a foul ball or not, but it definitely had a bounce. Here comes your next pitch. Nice little wrap into left field there. It's going to go right down the left field line. Fair ball. Ivan's going to take first base. He's going to think about
they
second.
held him.
And he's going to settle back. Well,
They
the
held
ball
him
was
back.
still all the way out way. It was rounding first base, but that's the call. So
Yeah.
Ivan's on first, settling in there. Mason Hayes is your batter in the box right now. Cole throws back to first base, and he got him.
Nice move.
So that is going to change it over to the middle of the second. We're going to go to commercial break, and we'll be right back.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Visit today or give us a call and you will find out quickly that the Mayflower community is a place to call home.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Tonight our last two commercials, we had a little bit of sound issues, brought to you by Mayflower Community Homes and Proline Building Company. Typically our Mayflower Community Homes is a nice rolling song with pictures. We had to make some changes so we could have some sound on that tonight, but thank you for those sponsors, and as always, our innings are brought to us by Brent Nickel State Farm.
A little bit of action while we were away. The Blue Jays head coach, I believe, Michael Craig, was protesting that call. Had a healthy discussion with Blue in the field and the ump. He definitely did not like his runner called out on that pickoff move.
Well, you know what? We always have discrepancies when we come into the games like this. You're not always happy. We always sit up here and think a call's not really the call we want to see. So it all comes in, it all works out fine. So up in the batter box, Number 8, Kane Pavey. Kane is our designated hitter tonight. As he settles in, let's see what Myers has for him. Kane's been doing decent on his hitting. Comes right down center, gives him a nice pitch, high up, right back here over the midfield, and the pitcher's going to step out of it for an infield fly. So Myers sits down his first batter of the night for the second inning. Easton Ealing's going to step into the batter's box. Let's see what Easton has racked up for Myers out there. Pitches in. It's, nice little bit of curve to that. Wrapped to the inside and caught the corner of the strike zone. So strike number 1. Second one comes in there, strike number 2. Dropped down a little bit lower. So Eland's sitting at 0-2, looking at a pitcher that wants to get another strikeout. Outside, and Eland reaches for it. So strikeout. Batter number 2 setting down for the second inning. The catcher, Eddie Rothstein, steps up. Harshheim, excuse me. Got to make a air change here.
Number 10, our ninth hitter, number 10, Eddie Harsheim, our catcher, freshman.
Swing, fouls ball out to the right-hand side for Harsheim. Foul ball is brought to you by Cirques Financial Center. 0-2, Harsheim sits.
Uh-oh.
And he's going to get on base by a foul tick. So Harsheim is on.
Back to the top. Brady Kaufman. Courtesy for Harsheim, Kellen Harder, number 9.
So Kellen Harder stepped in quite a few times in the past, and he has some pretty good speed, come off the track season, doing really well. So it's nice to have a little speedster sitting in there at second or first base. Sit here 2 outs. Brady Kaufman steps up in the box. His ability to put the ball quite a few places. Harder takes the dive as he makes his steal to second base, and he is safe on advancing.
Yeah, head first slide. Got there pretty easily. Lots of speed. Like you said, track star. I forget his times, but they were insane this season.
When you run at state, you're a state track star. Harder's again playing with Myers, making him think about it. Myers does not make the throw back, but gives the fake. Sets back in on the top of the mound.
I would say Kell's one of our main go-to courtesy
Takes a look.
pinch
Here
runners.
comes the pitch. High. 0-2 is the count. Excuse me, 2-0 is the count. 2 balls.
Brady asking for the signs again.
Came in, dropped high. Harder's got a nice lead. Here comes the pitch. Again, high to the outside a little bit. Ball 3. Kaufman has some patience sitting here. 3-0 is the count. Let's see if Kaufman takes on one, or there he goes. Nice take. It's a high infield fly. Going to be a back in over the stands. So strike number 1 comes in the form of foul ball. Up and out of the field over the backstop.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Dan, 396 batting average, a 480 OBP, and a 642 slug.
It's almost a given. You gotta swing at one. Here comes the pitch. Kaufman again off the back of that foul ball. Right back up in our face. So that's in their Cirques Financial foul ball. 3-2 sets, full house. We'll see what Kaufman can make out, or see what Myers can make out of it. Takes a long look. Harder's getting a little tease. Here comes the pitch down center. Foul ball up and out.
He's battling. He's battling.
That's right. Brady is staying alive. Good placement of the ball is what he's looking for, and some of these, the way the zone is looked tonight, you don't really know where it's going to be called at, so any ifs are given, you got to take on it. Harder gives chase, and Myers turns and pulls back. Harder's pushing it. He's got about a 10-foot throw right down the middle, and Kaufman again. Foul ball right down to left field.
That's
line.
a nice job by Koff to wait on that breaking ball and fight it off to stay alive.
A little bit of breeze picking up a little bit. Here comes the pitch. Kaufman again reaches for strike 3.
Owen Myers, 38 pitches.
That rolls it over. 38 pitches for Myers as we roll into the 3rd inning here. Let's take a break and hear a word from our sponsors.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network that is brought to you by the Dairy Barn amongst all of our other sponsors tonight as we head into the top of the 3rd inning. Our 3rd inning is brought to us by Brent Nickel State Farm. Thank you, Brent, for our sponsorship of all of our innings, quarters, anything with any sport. He's there, so we appreciate that support all season long. Well, here we go, Dave, into the top of the 3rd. Things are shaking right along.
Yeah. A little bit of a pitcher's duel. 1-0's our score. Tigers up.
Blackford sets in there. Still having just the time to find that sweet spot as he's up into the outside on that one for ball 1. Second pitch comes right down the gut. We're going to get a strike on that one. Nice pitch by Cole. Mason Hayes sits in there a little bit far back in the box. He takes a swing at that one. It was right down the strike line, a little bit low, but Cole made him reach for it for strike 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Hayes sets into the box. Here comes the pitch right down the center. Nice pitch.
Got him.
For strike 3, and that's a Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout for Cole Blackford.
Now batting for the Blue Jays, second baseman number 1.
That's 3 by my count, Dan, for Cole.
That's a good start for our senior pitcher on the bump. Egan Lieber, that's who is up, right?
Yep, Egan Lieber, the second baseman, number 1 for the Blue Jays.
First pitch right down the middle for a foul ball strike. So good start for Cole, 0-1 as Lieber sets in. Here comes the pitch right down the center again. Beautiful pitch. Goes reaching for strike 2. Cole's starting to set it back to the center zone. We'll see if he throws him a little bit away in the outside and make him reach on this one a little bit. Here comes the pitch. Again, it's right down the center, but high. So first ball on the board for Cole. Lieber takes a look at it, says that's a little bit taller than I am. Here comes the pitch. Way and outside. I think if that one would have been 1 pitch ago, that might have been a nice one. But instead, it sets for ball 2 as Blackford gets to wind up. Right down the center for strike 3. Sends even to the bench.
Now batting for the Blue Jays, designated hitter number 52, Juan Diego Nieto.
Out of the dugout, number 52, Juan Diego Bito. Cole Blackford takes a look here. First pitch right down the center. Strike 1. Beautiful pitch. Juan takes a look a little bit and says, I think it was a little bit high for me, but here comes the second pitch again. Throws it a little bit down and away, trying to get him to reach for it, but Juan's a little bit satisfied. He's going to sit back and look for that perfect pitch, so we're sitting 1-1 as Blackford takes a look. Here comes the pitch. Trying to catch that outside center. Ooh, some moans from the ground. crowd here as we hit ball 2.
Yeah, this was the guy I mentioned earlier that I misspoke. Thought he was playing first. He's now DHing.
Next pitch right down the second base. Between the first second baseman. Going to be thrown out at first base by Camden Harms. So beautiful hit and carry up, and we'll go into the bottom of the third.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Thank you for joining us on our radio network and on YouTube. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and give us a thumbs up on YouTube. We'd really love some feedback if you want to chime in on Facebook and Twitter and just tell us what you think of the radio network. Soon to be coming on Monday morning, you'll be able to download an app to your Apple phone. There's already a Google Play Store app where you could download the Tiger Sports Radio Network if you could listen on the go. As we sit in, Cole Blackford in the box. Here comes the first pitch from Myers, high into the outside for ball number 1.
Cole walked the first time up.
Pitch is inside. Blackford takes a little, don't step back, but he rolls back a little bit. Ball 2. Second one comes in there high, can't control it. Looks like it. Trying to bring it down, but he just can't get it into that strike zone for ball number 3. Cole's being patient, sitting inside there. Looking for that right pitch. Here it comes. Throws it in. Strike 1. Took a look. It caught the outside corner for the strike, so had to reach a little bit if he was going to reach for it. Here comes the pitch. This one's right down the center. Cole take his tap on it. It's going to be a foul ball off to our right-hand side of the catcher up over the fence. 3-2 as we sit. Blackford's being patient. Let's see if we can get a nice pitch down the center. There it is. Hit up high again over our left-hand fence out into the bean field for foul ball. Search financial foul ball.
It's a battle. It's a battle.
That's right. It's a duel. Going to be down to the end.
Myers kind of dug himself a hole early, battled back, got the count full. Now it's who's going to win it.
Myers takes a good look, gets his feed. Outside, it's going to be a walk.
Woo.
Cole Blackford's going to take it. I think Myers was thinking he caught that corner of the strike zone, but again,
I'll tell you what, Dan, like they always say on that full count, you got to have a 2-strike approach, and that was gutsy to let that one go because it was close.
Brooks Fosberg steps up to the plate. Now Myers throws the first one high down the center for ball number 1. Cole's going to give a little chase over there on first base. He's giving himself a nice, generous lead off of about 8 to 9 feet. Myers turns around, makes the first throw back, and Blackford's safe on first.
Yeah, I would say a little more aggressive with the lead by Blackford than, say, Kaufman earlier, but
1-0 start, the ball's out. Blackford takes the lead. He's out to second base, and they bobble the ball as they get to the shortstop trying to pick it up. So Blackford is safe at second as it advances on the steal. In a game like this in a sub-state, I don't think Tony Stenberg's going to hold back any about chasing those bases. get as many runners in scoring position as we can. Myers for the pitch. Outside. Brooks Fosberg chases it for strike 2.
Yeah, Stenberg's been pretty aggressive on the base paths this whole season. I don't see any reason to stop now.
1-2 is the count. Meyer rolls in there. This one's off to the outside corner. Fosberg takes a swing at it for foul ball. That's a Search Financial foul ball.
Like we talked about earlier with Kell, even the other guy's got speed too, so he's got a lot of speed up and down this lineup. Might as well use it.
Myers takes the roll around. Blackford's giving chase over there on second base. Nice, healthy. I mean, like a 10, 12-foot leadoff. Pitches outside.
Yeah, no, the Blue Jays.
Tick there by Brooks is a foul ball.
Yeah, Blue Jays aren't really trying to hold him there at 2, and Blackford's almost halfway to 3 by the time the pitch is released.
Yeah, this like the first time the second baseman's actually coming over to give tap that he's nice lead. Myers for the round, right down the center of the field, down the first base line. The pitcher grabs it, runs it out to first base to get the first out of the.
And again, Brooks does his job, right? In the first, he did the sack bunt to move over Koff and Blackford, and then that time he moves over Blackford to third.
Yep, so Blackford sitting in the scoring position right now as Derek Doty steps up to the base, or up to the bat. Doty's set in that box many times, and I've seen the ball be put in the correct places, so we could be looking at advancement of another run. Right down high center, but still in the strike zone, so strike 1 on Doty from Myers.
And we talked a little bit about Koff's 396, Derek with 386, by the way, 474 OBP, and a 447 slug. So no slouch at the plate either.
Yeah. Myers about 3 inches high in that last pitch, so we set 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Rolls it in there, catches that inside corner for strike 2. Derek was thinking I had to back up enough, and I still got a strike on that one. So here comes the pitch. Outside for ball 2. Patience we have sitting here at batter with Derek Doty. Sitting on third base, Cole Blackford. Giving himself a little lead. Here comes the pitch.
Nice
little wrap right in front of the center fielder. We're going to get the run in. So, RBI, Derek Doty.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Dan, but I was kind of excited on that one. Runner scores.
So, box score, that puts 3 hits on the board and 2 runs in. Advances Doty to first base. Carson Penage, center fielder, up. Myers got the task, looking over his shoulder. Here comes one right down the center. Doty makes the run out, and they don't even have someone in the place for it. Doty's going to advance all the way down to third base on the steal. So a double steal just from Prairie not being aware on the defensive side. They didn't even know the ball was coming to second base. So great job by Carson Penage, and actually for laying out there, seeing what's going on.
I don't know how you score it, but Doty's on 3.
Yeah. So here we set strike 1. Carson, here's the second pitch. Nice little wrap down the shortstop. Carson Payne's going to run it out, but he's going to be thrown out at first base.
I thought for a second they were going to maybe send Doty after the throw, but they held him with Quentin Niffen coming up.
So here we set 2 outs. Derek Doty sits on third base as Quentin Niffen steps up to the plate. Here comes the pitch. Myers drops it right in there for strike number 1. Doty's taking it round. Another one up high, right outside that zone for ball 1 for Myers. Quentin takes a look of it, settles up, pushes up a little bit closer to that base. Oh, right over Niffen's left-hand shoulder. If he made a look back, that probably would have been right square in his shoulder for ball 2.
Yeah, almost planked him.
Here comes the pitch up high and outside. 3-1 is the count. Myers getting a little bit frustrated, trying to settle back in, takes a look. Here comes the pitch. Up and outside, that's going to walk Niffen to first base. Next up brings up into the box Kane Pavey. Kane Pavey, our designated hitter.
You got to say it like this. Kane Pavey.
Kane Pavey. I was about ready to say double hitter, but designated hitter.
Just real quick on that Quentin Niffen. I talked last time about that 500 OBP, so statistically he's right on pace.
As Quentin makes a stride for second base as he puts the steal in there, so runners sit on second and third.
Quentin's been up 2 times and he's been on once. 500 OBP.
That one's inside, up close to the chin. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Sits for Pavey. Nice evening for baseball in Grinnell, Iowa. Here comes the pitch. A little bit to the outside. Pavey takes a swing out. Cirques financial foul ball.
Yeah, those clouds have moved out a little bit, and the sun's come out, and it's starting to cool down, and this is baseball weather now.
It is. Pavey sits 1 and 2, and Myers looking to try to close something here. Pavey gets a nice little dribbler to the shortstop. It's going to be thrown across to first, and he's going to be thrown out. That'll retire the sides as we head into the 4th inning. Let's take a word from our sponsors.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. I typically say that you are watching the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network, and you are theoretically in one means or another, but if you're listening on our radio network, thank you for joining us. If you're watching us on the live stream of the YouTube, give us a thumbs up. We'd love to hear from you. As we march into the top of the 4th inning.
I like the expansion, by the way. I mean, you guys are everywhere. Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. And did I understand from Junie and Blake last night, are you changing the name or just a portion of it?
It's going to stay Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. When people go to download it on the Apple App Store, it's going to say the Grinnell Tiger Sports Network.
Okay.
Just because, you know, there's a team called LSU that had a Tiger Sports Radio, I guess, so they trumped me.
Yeah,
but
LSU.
As we sit, Cole Blackford on the hill. Queen Kinney on the batter's box. First one in there high for a ball. Cole takes a look. Kinney sets in there. Here comes the pitch. Right down the center. Kinney hits a foul ball off to our right-hand side. Lines is up for strike number 1. Blackford takes a look. Here comes the pitch. Outside for ball number 2. Trying to make that perfect settle where Cole's throwing tonight. Here comes the pitch. This one's right down the center. Kinney gets a hold of it. It's up and out. Over our heads for foul ball. That's a Cirques Financial foul ball. Strike number 2. 2-2. Deuce is set as Cole Blackford looks down the catcher. Here comes the pitch. Right down the dead center. Pop fly out into right field. Derek Doty steps up underneath it for the out. Out number 1 in the 4th inning.
Little can of corn out there, easily handled by D in right.
Stepping into the batter's box is Drake. I don't know why Drake doesn't have a last name here.
Drake Levan.
Spelling, please.
Levan. Senior. Interesting stat about Drake. He's been hit by a pitch 10% of the time.
Pop out to the right-hand side. Brady Kaufman gives chase, and we got a foul ball.
That stat kind of jumped off the page. He's been up. He's had about, 80 at-bats, and he's been hit 8 times. So 10% of the time he gets plunked.
A few bruises to go home about. Levine sits in there. Here comes the pitch. We're sitting 1-1. Right down the, even this announcer's going to say Wow. Okay, I thought he caught the outside corner on that one. We sit 2-1 for the count. Next one's right down there.
Nice play.
Awesome. Right down the first base line. Brady Kaufman makes a diving catch. Sacrifice of the glasses bouncing in the gravel there. So diving catch and an out. Nice job, Brady Kaufman.
And he's a lefty, or I'm sorry, he's a righty at first, so that he had to go across his body to catch that. He laid out to his right, our left.
Next up in the box, Owen Myers, as Cole Blackford takes the first pitch away and in the dirt.
That was a great play, Brady. Well done, sir.
2 outs up on the board as we sit 1-0. Myers steps into the box with his baby blue sneakers on. Inside for ball number 2. Perry comes into the ball game with their black uniforms outlined in blue. Strike 1 for the call. 2-1 we sit. The Grinnell Tigers with their white pants and orange jerseys on tonight. Outlined in black letters. Here comes the pitch right down the center. Fly ball out in the center field. Carson Penny sets underneath it for out number 3. That will retire the side as we go to the middle of the 4th. Let's hear a word from our sponsors and we'll be right back.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports live stream network via YouTube and on the radio tonight. As we're sitting into a 2-0 rundown by the Grinnell Tigers. Owen Myers comes back out onto the bump for the Blue Jays. Easton Elan will be our batter in the box.
You heard all the others, brother, were no.
So far on the leaderboard tonight, the Grinnell Tigers have 3 hits, 2 runs. The Blue Jays have 1 error and 1 hit. It's going to be stuck in the wrong place there. Easton Elan into the box as Myers sets up and gets ready for the pitch.
Easton's done a nice job for the Tigers in the field and at bat.
Pitches, catches that outside corner for strike number 1.
Done a nice job patrolling left this season. And he's only a freshman, so that bat will only get better.
Second pitch in there. Easton reaches for foul ball. Strike 2 up on the board. So here we set 0-2 as Myers looking down the pipe. Elan sets in. Here comes the pitch. High sends Elan striking out. Eddie Harsheim next up.
Now batting for the Tigers, the catcher number 10, Eddie Harsheim.
Eddie comes from the catching position. I'm sure that he likes to be in the 1 and 2 bat position so he doesn't have to make the struggle back to put all the catching gear on.
Ooh, high upstairs.
High upstairs for ball number 1.
Little chin music. He had to duck to get out of the way of that one.
Myers shakes his head off, says, well, you lost it a little bit. Here comes the second one, brings it down a little bit, catches the outside strike zone for strike number 1. 1-1 we set. Harsheim settles in. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Right down the center. Harsheim takes a nice hit right to the third base. He bobbles it. He still gets it off all the way across for the runner out.
That was a nice job by Iben there at third to stay with it, right? It didn't come, he didn't get it cleanly, bobbled it a little bit, stayed with it, still made the throw all the way across to 1 to get the out. So that was a good play. Hats off to Iben there at third.
A lot of people would sit and kind of fumbled a little bit more, but As we step up here, Brady Kaufman steps into the box. Myers takes a look. Outside corner he catches. Brady sits in as a left-handed batter, so he's got to pitch away from a little bit, but sets in there for strike number 1. Here comes the pitch right down high to the outside for ball 2. Brady has some pretty good patience. He'll sit and look for that good ball when he wants to see it. Myers takes a look. Here comes the pitch right down the center, and it's going to be flying out to the right field side. They step up underneath it for
Myers, 76.
fly out, and 3 outs for the inning. That closed the inning out, so off to the top of the 5th we go.
You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Congratulations, Mike Blackford.
Welcome back to Tiger Sports Live. Here. Tiger Sports Live Stream Network brought to you by Latitude Signage and Design. As we step in here to the top of the 5th inning, it's brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm. Also, let's give a shout out to our business card sponsors all the way across: Paulie Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, West Finch Auto Plaza, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, Latitude Signage and Design, Proline Building Company, Mayflower Community Homes, Grinnell Booster Club, the Dairy Barn, and also a shout out to Grinnell Firestone and Turnkey Realty. Our scoreboard is brought to you tonight by Kurt's Collision Center, as they are all season long. Our special sponsors are Michelle's Dance Academy, 4 strikeouts, and Search Financial Center for our foul balls. Next up, Kane Kilmer steps up to bat, settles into the box, left-handed batter. Blackford takes a look.
Struck out last time in the second.
First pitch for a ball to the outside corner. Here comes the pitch, 0-1. Excuse me, 2-0 as we sit. Kilmer setting in. Let's see if he reaches here. Right down the center, nice strike for Cole Blackford. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Kilmer had a nice confident swing on that as we sit 2-2. Blackford takes a look. Here comes the pitch. Trying to catch that outside corner and make Kilmer reach for it for ball 3.
Had a lot of heat on that one. A lot of smoke. Low and away. Couldn't quite catch a corner.
Comes the second one. Kilmer reaches for it for a Cirques Financial foul ball. 2-3 is our count. So we sit here in the top of the 5th inning. Tigers lead 2-0 over the Perry Blue Jays. Here comes the pitch for strike 3. That's a Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout as he retires Kilmer back to the dugout.
That's 5 Ks for Cole by my count.
Nice little start up on the bump for Blackford. Next up, left-handed batter. Left-handed batter.
Kalen Davis.
Kalen Davis. I don't know why I jumped back when that ball come flying in there for ball number 1. Sits and turns. Here comes the second one. Nice little rip towards the first baseman. Second baseman Brooks, or Camden
Harms, yeah.
Picks it up. Nice little toss over to Brady Kaufman for the out.
Third baseman number 7, Reed Iben.
Number 7, Reed Iben up for the Perry Blue Jays. Settles in. Blackford, here comes the pitch. Right down the center. Beautiful pitch for strike 1. Second pitch, right down center. Iben goes swinging for strike number 2. bit low and outside on that one. Made Eben was reaching. Here comes the third one, a beautiful one right down the center.
Could
nice
be
wrap
trouble.
out to center field. Camden Hard rolls back and catches it for out number 3 as he retires the side as we go into the middle of the 5th. Let's hit a commercial break from our sponsors.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Back to the Grinnell Tigers versus the Perry Blue Jays live from Fowler Field. Going into the bottom of the 5th inning as the Grinnell Tigers lead 2-0 over the Blue Jays. Beautiful night for baseball. Started out as kind of a little bit of a steamy day, but settled into a nice little breeze, cloud cover. Beautiful. It's a beautiful day.
It is.
Dave Van Koppen will join me in the booth tonight. Dan Walker on the call for this. Cole Blackford steps up into the box.
Hey, thanks for inviting me back.
Hey,
I enjoy it. It's fun up here.
we're rolling a little bit better than we did last time.
I feel like we've gotten better the more we do it.
Cole Blackford, nice little stick right between the shortstop and left field. He's on for a first base hit. Takes the Grinnell Tigers up to 4 hits for the game. Next up, Brooks Vosberg. Myers takes a look, rolls back, looks at first base. Here comes the pitch. Vosberg takes a pump on it right into high over the pitcher's mound. He's going to be out, and it's going to hold runner at first base.
Blackford.
Yeah,
Blackford's been up 3 times, been on 3 times. 2 walks, and then that rip between left and center. And he's pitching well, too, so he's having a heck of a game so far.
Derek Doty steps in. Blackford's got a 10-foot. Myers rolls back, tries to throw him out. He's safe at first base. The Grinnell Tiger base runners are definitely keeping Myers on his toes tonight. Blackford's right back at it, back off 10-foot. He makes the run. He's off of second base. The throw down is not there in time, so Blackford advances on the steal to second.
Yeah, I wonder if Myers is maybe rattled by all that movement. I don't know. Maybe he hasn't seen folks that active on the base pass before.
Possibly, but Blackford's at it again. Here comes the pitch right down the center for strike number 1. We set 1-1 with Derek Doty in the box. Both of the base runner and the batter get the sign from Stenberg. Myers makes the turnaround but does not make the throw to second base. Blackford's got a monster lead, 12 feet off. He's going. He's got to get down, and he does make it. He's going to turn. He's going to advance to home plate, and he's going to come walking across for run number 3 as he advances all the way from second base.
Great job of base running there by Cole. Got a great jump from 2 on the way to steal third, and then when that throw was bobbled by the third baseman, he just came home with it.
Yep, there's a little bit of a throw down there, so an error on the advancement, so third baseman chalk one against. Here comes Meyer, pitches inside, catches that corner. Nice curveball. Doty takes a stand and looks at it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Like I said earlier, this Myers kid's got a lot of movement.
Doty takes a wrap on it. It's going to be high up into the second baseman's glove for out number 2. Nice little wrap there by Derek. Just got under it a little bit too much, and it just went exactly where it was supposed to be, high in the air, and
it was
left it hanging.
It was too high.
Too high.
Too high.
So Carson Penn, his center fielder, steps up. Ball goes inside high for ball number 1. Carson takes a look. Here comes the pitch from Meyer. He swings it right down the center. It's a long ball out into center field, right into the center fielder's glove for out number 3 as we retire the sides. As we head into the top of the 6th, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Life at the Mayflower community can be anything and everything you want it to be. From their first-class facilities featuring traditional apartments, patio homes, and the newly added water tower apartments for independent living, to the healthcare services including assisted living, healthcare center or rehab, complemented with food service options, exercise areas, administrative and nursing staff support, and the beautiful campus scenery. Visit today or give us a call and you will find out quickly that the Mayflower community is a place to call home.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. To the top of the 6th we go, and our innings are brought to us by Brent Nickel State Farm. Thank you to Brent Nickel for all your sponsorship of our quarters, innings, everything you do for the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. So here we go, Dave. We're settling in top of the 6th. Tigers lead 3-0.
We've got Mason Willie Mays Hayes coming up for the Blue Jays. Little Major League reference out there to folks if they're listening.
Put some speed. That was one of the best baseball movies I ever watched in my younger days.
I watched Major League 2 last night for the first time.
Oh, gosh.
The sequel was definitely not as good as the first one, but it was still pretty fun.
First one was a classic.
Willie Mays Hayes.
There's nothing wrong with a good baseball movie, even if it's a bad one. Blackford from the pitch, right down the center for strike number 1. Let's see if we could take care of business here. We've been on a roll, 3 up, 3 down as we go, haven't we?
Yes, sir.
Second pitch is in. It's out high into center field. Carson Pinich steps underneath it for out number 1. Retires the batter. Second baseman, number 1, Egan Lieber, steps into the box for the Perry Blue Jays.
Yeah, it's been 3 up, 3 down through 5. And I didn't want to say because I didn't want to jinx it.
First pitch is inside. Swinging goes Lieber.
But now that you said it and broke the seal, I'll go ahead and confirm that.
Maybe I'll give announcers good luck. Here comes the second pitch outside to ball number 1. If Lieber was to chase that one, he would have had Chase Aways. Third pitch is right down the center for strike number 2. Beautiful pitch. Left Lieber looking. Let's take a third one in there from Michelle's Dance Academy, Enderoff. And it is right down the center for strike number 3. For a Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout.
The 6th. The 6th strikeout for Cole on the night so far.
Brings into the box our designated hitter, number 52.
Yes, number 52, Juan Diego Biedo. I think I've got it right. I hopefully do.
Here comes the first pitch in the dirt for Blackford.
He's since we're not on video, he's a large kid, got some size to him, and he's actually the younger of the Diego Biedo brothers.
Pitch inside for Blackford. Juan's the type of guy that it scares me because there's a lot of power behind that bat when they get swung. Pitch down there for ball 2. Ball 3, excuse me, I'm 1 off. Juan did have a hit in the last 2 innings ago. Ball 4 in. He has walked. He is on base.
Yeah, that's his first walk. I'm not sure where that meant.
Batting for the Blue Jays center fielder number 11, Garrett Kenny.
Garen Kinney, number 11, up to the box.
They're going to pinch run for Biedo. I can't see the number of the pinch runner.
Did you get a number, Dave?
I think it's 32.
Trying to figure out who our pitch runner is here.
I believe the pinch runner is number 32, Brody Booth.
I can't see him because he's hiding behind Koff right at the moment. But
They don't have anybody on their bench with 2 cricket numbers.
So we are thinking that Brody Booth Number 32 is the pitch runner that's sitting at first base for Juan Diego. Blackford takes the look, make sure he's on. He's got about a 5-foot lead off. Kenning turns it to bunt as the ball is outside for ball number 1.
Yeah, we confirmed it is Brody Booth, the sophomore.
Booth has about a 5-foot. Here comes the second pitch for ball number 2.
He looks pretty quick.
Yeah, as we're going to take an infield timeout.
Coach just going to check with Cole, see how he's doing.
Like I said, we're in here, the top of the 6th inning.
He's been pitching a real gem so far, like we talked about, 3 up, 3 down until now with that 1 walk. But other than that, he's just been super solid.
Cole sitting right now, 71 pitches.
You know, early on, the pitching was just like out of this world, and the bats were kind of slow to catch up. And then through the middle, everything was clicking on that 9 win streak, followed by the 7-game win streak. And then here is late, I would say the pitching's struggled a little bit, but
seems like we get a good 4 or 5 innings, and then we just seem to have a little bit of a struggle. So set back in, typically the first visit to the mound gives us a strike coming back out. That one comes in as high for ball 3. Colford takes the look, throws back to first base, and Booth is safe.
he's got a nice little pickoff move there.
First, yes, he does. Nice turnaround. Has a quick look out of that left eye. Takes another survey. Here comes the pitch right down the gut for strike number 1.
Booth cut his lead in half after that pickoff move, just to tell you.
That's always a good feeling. Pitch number 2 right down the gut. It's a pop high fly out into center field. Carson Penny steps underneath it for out number 3 of the inning as we roll to the bottom of the 6th. Let's catch a word from our sponsors and we'll be right back.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Bottom of the 6th we go as our innings are brought to us by Brent Nickel State Farm. Thank you for joining us on the YouTube channel or on our radio network. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead, give us a thumbs up. We always appreciate that. And as we come back up to the bottom of the 6th, the batting order starts with Quentin Niffen steps into the box. Owen Myers is still sitting here on the mound for the Prairie Blue Jays. Takes a look at things. Here comes the pitch. Tries to catch that outside corner, but still falls in there for ball number 1.
Walked last time up.
Second pitch, nice little curveball in there for strike 2. A little bit of movement on it, about 5 foot out in front of the plate. Niffen sets 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Drops right in there. Are you there, Dave? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, thank
We're back. 1-2 pitch. 2-2 pitch as we sit. We get our slight audio difficulties out of the way. Not bad. Into the 6th inning, and we're just now having some problems. Here comes the pitch. Niffen gets underneath it, bloops it right in front of the shortstop as he goes ahead and clears first base for a hit.
Yeah, I thought it could be trouble. It kind of came off the bat a little funny, and the shortstop had a tough choice to decide whether to attack or wait on it. He waited on it, and the ball got in front of him and couldn't get the play in time.
Myers sitting on the mound with 91 pitches as we sit right now. Kane Pavey, designated hitter, steps into the box. Takes a look. Throwback over to first base as Niffin's clear for being safe. Myers has had his hands full with Grinnell runners tonight. Has another throwback, and Niffin is safe on first base. Grinnell pushes it. They like a nice 9 to 10 foot drop off the base and really challenge Myers and make him look. Here comes the first pitch, high and over the head of Pavey. Kane takes a duck out of it for ball number 1.
He's had some Myers has had some nice movement on it, but he just doesn't look relaxed out there. He's been struggling a little bit.
Here comes the pitch. Niffin is off to the second base, and the throw is over the, actually you'd say over the first base side of second base. Bad throw. Shortstop had to come over and make the catch. So as Niffin sets on second base with another steal for the night. Here comes the pitch. Nice movement, goes right inside for strike number 1. Two. I missed the last one. So we set 1 and 2.
We talked a little bit about Kane, but I don't know if we said his numbers yet. 308 average, 387 OBP.
Ooh. I'm not happy with that one. Myers catches the inside corner. Actually makes Pavey pop his knee a little bit. Gets a strike. Pitch hitter in for the Grinnell Tigers, Josh Ringler, which is going to be batting in what position?
Looks like the 8th spot for Edlin.
Josh Ringler. Get this saved over here, so we'll submit. You'll see him pop up on the screen. So again, here comes the pitch. Ringler takes the first swing at it. It's up and back over our heads for foul ball number 1. And strike number 1 on the board. Pitch is outside for ball 2. So we sit 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, I think the Prairie crowd was looking to catch that outside corner, but they didn't. It sit in there for ball number 2. Pitch is up and over Ringler's head. A little duck on that one, so we sit 3-1 for the pitch count. Quentin
Myers.
Niffin. Go ahead, Dave.
I was going to say Myers having some control problems here.
Yeah, I think he gets nervous. He keeps looking over his right-hand side. Look at the runner. That one catches the outside corner for strike 2. Niffin had a nice healthy lead, 10, 12 feet off the bag. Second baseman comes in here, gives a tap reminder. He's going to make a throwback, but pulls it back. Niffin's back on the base. 3-2, here comes the pitch right down the center. Ringler goes down swinging for strike 3. Out number 2, bottom of the 6th for the Grinnell Tigers.
Niffin still advanced, though, on the strikeout. So we got
runner sitting
Niffin
in a
on
scoring
third.
position.
Niffin on third with Harsheim up.
Here comes the pitch right down the gut. Nice little hit for Harsheim.
Oh,
They bobble it at the second baseman, so Harsheim is on for a run. And we have Niffin in for a run. So we sit 4-0 at the bottom of the 6th for the Grinnell Tigers.
Yeah, the second baseman kind of misplayed that a little bit, a little dribbler. And Harsheim somehow got to 1 and safe, and Niffin scores. This is the 7th time we played the Blue Jays. Grinnell leads the series 5-1, and the Tigers have won the last 5 in a row. Coach is going to come out and talk to Myers.
So anytime we have a coach come up and take a break here, Grinnell Tigers have taken the opportunity to talk to Brady Kaufman, and
Kellen is going to come in, courtesy for Harsheim.
It's up state 8. Lewis Central is up 6-1 on Glenwood.
so no pitching changes for the Blue
Carlisle
Jays.
just beat Clark 11-1. So if this score holds, we get Carlisle again in the next round here at Fowler Field.
So here we sit, bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. Myers takes a quick look back at Harder, which we all know that Harder's going to take it and run it. So Myers got a handful. Here comes the pitch outside to left-handed batter Brady Kaufman for ball 1.
With Kell, it's not if he's going to go, it's when.
Myers is sitting there being challenged, taking the look. Here comes the pitch. Holy cats, Kaufman gets underneath that. He has the right fielder running, and he gets underneath it.
Nice
For
play.
out number 3.
By Mason Willie Mays Hayes out and right. Great catch. And he was taken deep to the fence to get there.
Well, if we wouldn't have had that slight little breeze, we may have had a HR out of that one. Let's take a break from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network as we go to the top of the 7th. Cole Blackford has made the stretch going into the 7th inning on the bump, taking care of batters. How many strikeouts we have on the night so far, Dave?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far.
6 Michelle's Dance Academy strikeouts on the evening. Cole steps into the 7th. Not bad. You can tell he got plenty of strikeouts and good fielding on the defensive side. He only had 75 pitches as he steps up here at the top of the 7th.
He's done a great job helping his own cause on the bump and with the bat, and his guys around him in the field have helped him out too.
Stepping in the box for the Blue Jays, shortstop Drake Levin. Cole drants that thing right down the center. It's a bunt.
He's out.
He's up. The ball hit him in fair territory.
So,
Yeah, the bunt laid down a bunt, but it bounced up and hit him when he was out of the box heading to first. So he is out.
The pitcher number 23, 0-1.
strike out. We don't even call that strikeout. That's an out. Out number 1
Sorry, Michelle.
as we sit here. Owen Myers steps up, and nice little rip out to left field. Elin takes a run at it. Myers got around all the way around to second base and walk in, standing up, safe for a nice little hit. Oh, Myers is going to stay in. Sometimes when you're a pitcher, they'll have the ability to throw that pitch runner out there for you, but Myers is going to stay in and run. Top of the 7th, Tigers are up 4-0. 1 out on the board. Blackford settles in. Kane Kilmer in the box. Myers given about a 5-foot lead. Pitch right outside, just outside that strike zone for ball number 1. Takes a look. Myers gives himself a little bit of lead. He's about 9 foot off the bag. Here comes the pitch right down the center. Kilmer goes swinging at it. Plus, it is a nice strike. Do a little switch out of the ball. I think Old Blue needs a breather and fresh air there. He decided to take the ball out to Blackford instead of tossing it out to him. So we set 1-1, 1 out. Kilmer settles in. Myers off the bag. Here comes the pitch. Inside for strike number 2. Nice pitch catching that inside corner by Cole Blackford. Kilmer standing there looking. 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Another one right down the center. Nice little pop up to second base. Nice throw out. We're going to get a
Game over.
triple play. Double play.
Double play.
So that's a double play that's coming across first base. Back to home plate. They catch the runner out. So that is a game final for the Grinnell Tigers as they close it out. Cole Blackford on the bump, pitching a nice clean game. Well, it ended up with 6 strikeouts, I believe.
Yep, Cole with 6 strikeouts. Basically 3 up, 3 down, except for that one walk in the 6th.
Yeah.
Great game for the Tigers.
Grinnell Tigers end out on the board with 4 runs, 6 hits. Perry Blue Jays have 2 hits, 2 errors on the evening, and great night of Grinnell Tiger baseball.
Boy, I'll tell you, that's a great way to start it off. Take care of the Blue Jays in round 1. The Tigers are the number 1 seed here in Region 7. They get to host as long as they keep winning, and it sounds like Carlisle's coming to town, so hopefully we handle them a little better than we did the first time.
That's right. So as you want to tune back in, Monday night, I believe, 7 o'clock is the ball game. I could try to talk Dave Van Krompenal to come back in here and set with my son Blake Walker. Will be in the next 2 games as I exit for a little vacation.
I'm not worthy of being in the booth with Blake. I don't know. I don't know if I could handle that pressure.
Great evening of Grinnell Tiger baseball live here from Fowler Field as we close it out with a win 4-0. Not even finishing the whole 7th inning. So congratulations to Grinnell Tigers as they advance to Monday night to the round number 2 to play Carlisle, and we'll have that game live right here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network radio and YouTube feed. So join us, and thank you for joining us tonight. For myself, Dan Walker, and Dave Van Krompenal, we bid you a goodbye and a good evening.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is a violation of the law.